Hey, what's going on guys? Adam here and welcome to the channel. Today, we're doing a bit of a different style video. I'll be reacting to the video that Graham Stephan's girlfriend made about her investment portfolio. Her name is Graham Stephan's girlfriend. First name Graham, middle name Stephan's, last name girlfriend. Nah, just kidding. Her name is actually Savannah Smiles. I'll link her channel in the description, but you can also search that on YouTube to find her. Wait. Oh, I was just joking about that, but then I was like, wait a minute. She might actually pop up if I type that in. Algorithms, man. It's a running joke on his channel that her full legal name is Graham Stephan's girlfriend. So don't dislike the video just yet. If you don't know who Graham Stephan is, he's a very big personal finance YouTuber and also star of the hit Netflix series Selling Sunset, or at least his shoulders are. He has an awesome channel that has been an inspiration to myself and many others, so I'll also link his channel in the description. You should definitely check him out. So with all the jokes out of the way, let's check out Savannah's investment portfolio.
Let's get into total account balances. I'm actually really excited about this one because there's been a lot of big changes for me here, but let's roll the clip from the last video.
And that account at this current date of Saturday, June 6, 2020 is worth $28,080.88.
First off, can we acknowledge what a rookie mistake it was that I thought that background looked good? I'm definitely glad I have my curtains and my stool now because, oh my gosh, it looks so bad. Currently, my account balance is at, and I have it pulled up right here, $55,461.84.
Wow, $55K in just her Roth IRA is really good for someone who's only 22 years old. Well done, Savannah. And happy birthday.
So like the last video I made on this, I am going to be going over my individual positions and kind of give a brief summary of what happened with it and why, if I sold some, if I bought some, or if I just held where I was at. So we're going to be going over that, which is very basic descriptions of that. So first off, we have the Fidelity money market, which is kind of like their uninvested cash that you earn a little bit of dividends on. So let's see what I had in it back in June.
I have $442.54 in there.
All right, so currently I have 3 cents in the Fidelity money market. I really took what a lot of you said to heart, and you pointed out if I'm not doing options and I'm just doing normal basic investing, there really was no point of just holding cash on the side. I was really just wasting money having uninvested cash sitting there.
See, I think she was actually okay to have some cash in her account. I actually have some cash in all of my investing accounts just in case some deals pop up, especially in a volatile market like what we've seen in the past few months. Though I do understand the argument that this is a Roth IRA with a long-term outlook, so staying fully invested in the market is generally better. You know, time in the market beats timing the market. But also during these turbulent times, cash is king. Not sure what the rest of her investment portfolio looks like outside the Roth IRA, so maybe she's got some cash elsewhere. Personally, I'm holding 20% in cash across all my accounts because with the C word and presidential elections coming up, I have a strong feeling that there's going to be some sweet deals coming up.
All right, so let's get into the next one, which is Capri Holdings. Let's roll that clip.
So that is going to be Capri Holdings. That is a group that owns several designer brands like Michael Kors and I believe Louis Vuitton. I could be wrong, it could be Louis Vuitton because I just learned that there's a difference between the two.
As I horribly stated last time, so far I haven't gotten a good return on this investment and I'm not expecting to for the next few months. The industry that this stock is in is one that I do not see rebounding in the next few months. However, I am making a very educated assumption in seeing that this will do well long term. So I'm not really concerned about how it's going to be doing 2, 3, 4, 5 months from now. Of course, I will be keeping my eye on it just in case I need to cut my losses. I'm currently down $386 on this one, but it's not significant enough for me to cut my losses.
Okay, so it sounds like she invested in a company she likes after a qualitative assessment, which is okay. She also didn't invest too much into this one, so I really wouldn't worry about it. If she believes that this will be a great long-term option, then stick with them. Again, this is a Roth IRA and she's 22, so she will not be needing this money for a minute.
So, anyways, let's get on to the next stock.
And then the next one I am invested in is Delta Airlines.
Okay, so Delta hasn't gotten any better for me, but as I said last time, I did not buy Delta for it to do well in the short term. Of course, with travel being so limited, the stock wouldn't be doing well right now. Currently, I'm down another $39 on this one, which means I've lost a total of $186 on this investment. This is a stock I see doing well long term, so I'm not really concerned with what it's doing on a day-to-day basis. I'm more concerned with how it will be doing a year or two from now.
Okay, so this is a stock I actually recently acquired as well. Delta is a well-run airline with a strong balance sheet, and they're working hard to mitigate risks from the C word. I think she's right. They are a great long-term option, but you're not going to see it return to its previous levels for a while.
So let's roll into the next stock.
And this one is the one that I am super proud of, and that is going to be Enphase Energy.
Well, I guess I'm here now. So I actually tried to rebalance Enphase when that whole Enphase was lying about their profits rumor was going around. It was false, but it helped me realize how vulnerable my Roth was. At that time, I sold out of about $1,300 worth of stock, but in the beginning of September, I bought back into $1,600, so obviously I've learned nothing. In the last video, this stock was worth $57, and currently it is worth $90. So it has increased the total value of what I have in it from $10,000 to $15,000.
Just playing. That was for a thumbnail. Real talk though, having a quarter of your savings in a single stock is not ideal. You generally want to keep between 5 and 10% of your portfolio tops in a single stock. Fortunately, she said multiple times that she is well aware that this is bad to do and that she's working on rebalancing her portfolio. So no need to beat a dead horse. And again, she's not going to be touching this money for a long time, so the risk is probably acceptable in her eyes.
As I said in my last video, and I will say it again in this video, this is not smart and do not do this.
Yeah, there you go.
The next clip is of my mutual fund, so let's roll that clip.
The next one I have is the Fidelity, what is it called? The Fidelity Freedom Fund Index 2060. I don't have very much money in this. I should probably have more. I have $3,944 in this.
So I actually sold out of this fund completely due to finding a better Fidelity fund with no maintenance costs. Unfortunately for me, I knew that there was a maintenance cost, but due to misinformation, I had thought it was a pretty average cost. So after learning about this, I sold out of that and then bought into FZROX, which is the Fidelity Money. I'm gonna look this up, hold on. The Fidelity Zero Total Market Index. So, yeah, that's the name. I would have never remembered that. I actually bought into this with more than what I had in that mutual fund, making my total investment into this index fund $5,100.
That's awesome. I love these new funds from Fidelity. FZROX is a broad market index fund that tracks the entire stock market, not just one sector like technology or one group like the Dow. It does it all. The pinnacle of passive investing is a Vanguard fund called VTSAX, which also tracks the entire stock market, but has a minimum investment requirement of $3,000. So FZROX is basically the same thing with zero maintenance fee and also zero minimum investment. The other one I really like is Finilix, which is pretty similar to FZROX, but instead of the total market, it tracks the S&P 500 more or less.
So this next one was probably one of my most critiqued investments, but I gotta say people were pretty right on this. So let's roll the clip.
The next one is a pretty big loss for me, and that is Ocean Power Technology. On January 8th of this year, I bought 500 shares for 86 cents a share.
So Ocean Power Technologies was probably this investment that I caught the most flack for, but I gotta say, I understand it and I kind of deserved it. To be completely honest with you guys, I really did not research this one well. This was the one time with the stock I kind of just went screw it and invested into it, and I've definitely learned my lesson on doing that. I have since sold out of this, but I kind of want to highlight what I bought in for, and what I sold it for. So on January 8th, I bought into this stock for $430, and on September 25th, I sold out of it for $520. So I made a little bit of a profit. And with this one, I keep telling myself, at least I made a little bit of a profit. But I know with this, I could have put that money somewhere else and I would have done way better with it.
Yeah, she realizes now that this is another thing to be careful of. blindly investing in a company. Most successful investors will recommend picking between 5 and 10 stocks and learning their financials inside and out so you can actually tell if it's a good deal or not. Because otherwise you just have no idea. I get where she's coming from and she's right. You do want your money to be as efficiently invested as possible. But you also don't want to fall into that mentality of,
oh, I could have put all my money in Tesla in March and quadrupled my money in a few months.
That's a slippery slope to start going down.
So jumping off that, we're gonna jump onto another stock that apparently a lot of people didn't think was gonna do well, except for me. So let's roll that clip.
The next one I have is Sunrun Technologies.
Did you see that? The price back in June was $18.69. That stock is currently worth $76.45.
All right, it was fun the first time, so I wanted to do it again. I'll stop for the low price of gently tapping the like button to pet the YouTube algorithm. So first off, damn, quadrupled in price in a few months. Nice pick. But more importantly, that 2.5K turned into 10K. And with the 15K already in Enphase, that's about half your portfolio in the energy sector alone. Ideally, you want to keep 10 to 20% of your portfolio tops in a single sector. I assume this is also what she was talking about when she said she had some rebalancing to do.
Speaking of another growth stock, let's go into our next one.
The next one is gonna, rile the people up, get them going. I have Tesla shares.
I guess I'm here now. Okay, let's just roll with it. So at the time of filming this video last, Tesla was worth $8,000 in my total portfolio, and at the current time, it is worth $20,000 of my portfolio without me buying or selling any new shares. The last few months for this stock were definitely a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but I honestly believe that this stock is starting to stabilize and will be stabilized soon. I'm also super excited to see what they are going to come out with next as a company. Again, I'm working on balancing out my portfolio, and I haven't bought any new shares or sold any shares of Tesla, so any difference in price you are seeing is just due to growth.
Okay, not spitting out any water on this one, I promise. You tapped the like button, right? Yeah, Tesla was a crazy one. Same thing happened to me too. I gotta say though, at this point, she's revealed basically all of her portfolio, and we can see that she has almost all of her money concentrated into 3 stocks. That's super risky in case one of them goes under. I know she said she's working on rebalancing it, but I would definitely make that a priority. It would be great to pick up some cash for any deals that pop up as well.
So this next one I explained horribly, and I'm just gonna apologize in advance for it, but let's roll the clip.
Now, going from Tesla, we're gonna go into United Airlines, where I am down $140. This was another stock that when I wasn't throwing money into Enphase or Tesla, I was just like, let me just kind of throw money there.
So I explained this way more casually than I should have, and I absolutely apologize for this. So after looking into this one, I saw that United was a pretty strong airline that I thought could rebound well after all of this is over, and after really looking into the company. I also didn't want to put all of my eggs in one basket with the airline industry, and I thought after investing in Delta, United would also be a good choice. At the time of filming this first, I was down $140 on my initial investment, but currently I'm down $281. I am closely monitoring this one to see if I should cut my losses or if I really still believe that this stock will rebound well.
Okay, that's not that bad of a loss. I'm personally not a huge fan of United just as a customer, which is why I prefer investing with JetBlue and Southwest, who also seem to be weathering the C word a little bit better. The entire airline industry is in the same situation right now, so same comments as Delta. Good long-term investment, you just won't see it return to previous levels for quite a while.
And the final one for my last stock portfolio is, drumroll please, drumroll, 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 roll the clip.
The final one I have is Exxon. I have 13 shares of that.
So Exxon was a company I invested in knowing it was an extremely safe company with a long history of slow growth, and it also pays a pretty decent dividend. I decided to invest into this initially because I wanted to look into getting into a different sector than all my previous investments. Currently, I am down $206 on this one, but honestly, it's not one I see myself selling anytime soon. Based on my research, I truly believe that once everything reopens, this stock should go back up. I honestly don't think by the time it reopens, everyone is going to be on alternative fuel or Tesla cars quite yet.
Okay, Exxon is a decent pick for the long term. Super high yield at around 10% right now, but I'd focus more on value and growth stocks rather than dividends to build a stronger portfolio in your earlier years.
And the final stock we are going to go over is one I didn't have last time, and that would be Google, or the Alphabet Company, or Alphabet Incorporated. I can't remember, but I'm just going to call it Google. So Google. My first interest in this was that I wanted to get in with a strong company in a new sector, and one of my first thoughts was Google, since part of my income comes from YouTube, hence Google. But after really looking into this stock, I actually realized it would make a good long-term investment. I'm gonna skip going over the financials and everything, but I do want to point out this is the most expensive stock in my portfolio at $1,400. Currently, I've made about $20 from this, which isn't too bad since I just bought it recently. This definitely, by the way, is one that I'm planning on holding long term because honestly, I don't see Google going anywhere anytime soon, but as always, I will keep my eye on it.
Okay, so first tech stock. Yeah, I really like Google. They're in all sorts of industries like information, entertainment, cloud computing, and advertising. They're even a verb and like a part of our everyday language.
Ooh, yeah, you know what? I don't know that. I'm just gonna Google it.
I think they have a bright future, so this is a great investment. All right, so that's the end of the video. Key takeaway that she stated multiple times herself would be to rebalance away from those 3 stocks that have almost all of her money. She could just pick up some more of the stocks and index funds that she already owns to dollar cost average. If anyone is looking for ideas on specific stocks, I made a video with some great picks, which I will put right here. Otherwise, a total market index fund like FZROX or an S&P 500 index fund like Finilix are also great options. So with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. Hopefully this video gives you guys some ideas on how to manage your portfolios. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.